Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
If you're going to take away the right for a woman to choose to become a mother or not, then you need to take away the right for a man to choose to abandon his child. Oh,
Oh, give it enough time, one of them is gonna invent child support. Don't give them any ideas though, let them discover that by themselves.
What's a red flag in a guy?
If he's like not in school and like doing some like sales and stuff like that.
Isn't sales like a job?
Yeah, but not like a real like actual salesman, just like for like an insurance company that's like stuff.
Selling insurance is not like an actual job?
Not if you're like actually like in a corporate like place.
Like what? Like, no, I mean like, sure.
I just watched a video of a woman saying how, as a millennial, she's very disappointed in this younger generation for pushing wearing tankinis. And for anyone that doesn't know what a tankini looks like, I'll put it up here somewhere. She's saying that she's disappointed because she feels like the push of modesty in this case is putting women backwards. And she also said, like, you're in your 20s, you weigh like 110 pounds, whatever this means, right? Why are you covering up? Like, put on that thong bikini. Firstly, like, there were so many things that were said there that's really weird. Like, as a grown woman, you are saying you're disappointed that young girls are wearing more clothes. Please show me your bum cheeks. And the fact that you're not showing your bum cheeks is disappointing me. Also, you're slim and young. Please show me your bum cheeks.
You know how when you're late for work, seeing one of your coworkers also being late for work makes you feel better in a weird way? Nothing really changed for you because you're still late for work, but you feel a bit better. That's because misery loves company. That's why you have a bunch of middle-aged women pushing that message on young women. They don't really care what young women are wearing. They just don't want to be the only ones wearing what they're wearing. That's how they end up pushing young women to start OF accounts. That's how they end up calling them or someone like Bonnie Blue empowered. They're gonna bash the men paying for those OAF models, but at the same time, they're calling the OAF models empowered. On a side note, Bonnie Blue got banned from OAF. Let me ask you this: how empowered you have to be that even the people behind that site call you vile?
You know what? It is always us, huh? We're the worst, the absolute worst. You should tell your friends. They should stay away, far away, out of the comments.
You can go on a date with someone and not marry them. You can go on a few dates with them and not make them a long-term relationship.
Oh, thank God I can start dating now. That was the only reason for me I was not dating, because I was worried I'll go on a date and the next morning I'll wake up and I'll be married.
I had the best sex of my life this week. Now, the odds of seeing that guy again are incredibly unlikely. He lives in New York and I'm between London and Madrid. And I've spent a day of deluding myself that flirting and stuff can continue. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. However, now that it's been a few days, I'm realizing I once again feel alone and no one really has an interest in my life or me. My body, yes, but like all women, we already know that. I already knew that.
Yes, and every man knows the best way to make us love you for your mind is to sleep with us as soon as we buy or drink at a bar. But please do go on.
I don't like the idea of just being at peace with being alone. Like I've already been at peace with being alone. I'm introverted. I do enjoy my own company. I like the moments in my life where I am unobserved. It makes me feel free. But I don't want my whole life to be unobserved because it makes me feel uncared for. Like I'm not worth anyone's attention, like at all, including my own. When I'm alone, I don't have to think about how I appear. Now, is there an element of performance in my life? Massively. I feel like I'm being watched all of the time. So every time I leave my house, I do feel like I'm performing. And I don't want to feel that feeling inside of my home. However, I do want companionship and I want conversations and I want to care for someone and I want someone to care for me. And it kind of sucks that I can't have those things. And I don't really know. I do have personal problems, like therapeutic level problems. I struggle with vulnerability. I struggle with trust and all of those things. But I can't even find someone to work on those things with.
How do you think you're gonna find someone willing to work with you on your problems when you just give it to every random stranger you meet at a bar or wherever you meet men? You're sleeping with men who make their own personal mission to pick up women at the bar or at the club. Do you really think any of them will stick around to work on your problems? Are you in fact that delusional? Did hookup culture completely ruin your brain? Nah, never mind that. That's rhetorical. Of course it did. And because of that, we have an entire generation of young women who are completely lost. We complain about men being lost all the time, but we never seem to talk about these issues. Shouldn't this be what feminists are focusing on instead of hating men? Dude, thank God my daughter didn't grow up in this environment. We're getting there too, but thank God I don't need to worry anymore. She's all grown.
So I'm pretty sure I got played at the bar. I was with my friends and these guys came up to us, and then this guy was like flirting with me, and I was just really not that into it at first, and then all of a sudden he's like, wait, my ex-girlfriend is right behind us. Sorry, I love all the drama in the world, so when he said, do you want to make her jealous? Of course we started making out. But then I was telling my friends about it the next day, and I was like, there was no ex-girlfriend. He just wanted to kiss me. And I got played. I literally got played at the bar.
Yes, and this look on your face shows us all how proud you are. No, I mean how much you regret that action. Yeah, he said his ex was crazy, so I gave him head behind the bar next to the dumpster. But hey, in my defense, my love language is physical touch, so of course I did. But what I think the moral of the story here is female intuition kicks in a day later. She knew she got played, but not until the next day.
You can't learn how to live in alignment if you don't learn how to let go of control. Because living in alignment means that you are in a co-creative container with something larger and bigger than you. Because what is alignment? Alignment is us connected to our highest version of what's outside of us. So if you are trying to live in alignment, but trying to figure out how to live in alignment, and you find yourself just stuck, well, maybe it's because you're not letting go.
Yeah. That must be it. Just be honest, how much money are you willing to bet she has crystals all over her living room? And once again, we created this. No guy alive is willing to say, Princess, you're pretty cuckoo. She's hot enough and most men will wanna bang. So we'll turn around and say, yeah, crystals, pretty wild, and I'll live my life with no control over it. Not only that, but I'll let everyone else have control over my life, because who am I to align something? And she takes that for granted, and then she goes on TikTok and, oh yeah, and she did something to her face, and this is the end result. So yeah, I mean, of course crystals are whatever you say they are. Do you want me to light up some scented candles before or after? Yeah, you're right, bitch, before, because I'll be gone after.
Men will really sit here and say,
yes, they will.
Please be honest with your answer. Would you date a single mom?
Why in the world would I do that?
unpopular opinion.
Come up with another one then.
What do you mean you're 32 and you want intimacy without commitment? You want a short-term relationship. Sir, you might die tomorrow. You don't have time to be requiring this from me. What is wrong with your noggin?
So many things I wouldn't know where to start, but I started drinking, and I'm pretty sure you noticed that. I may be gone tomorrow, so I'm gonna make the best out of tonight. And I'm pretty sure by definition that will be short term, cause I only have tonight. But anywho, back to you. What do you mean you're 32 and suddenly you started thinking long term, when for the last 10 years long term gave you the ick? Don't you know that the closest I am to leaving this planet, the less interested I am to entertain you just because you're at that point when you became desperate? We all may only have until tomorrow, so you on my last day on earth? Come on now.
So now we've got 100 British women versus 100 American women. Y'all be for real. Have y'all ever heard of the South? In Louisiana, they wrestle alligators for fun. In Mississippi, the man-to-woman ratio is 93 men per 100 women. Women have been beating men's asses since the beginning of time. Husbands are scared of their own wives in Mississippi. In Florida, a woman got arrested for beating her man with a hammer over a pork chop.
Shh, you cannot say that. Well, now look at what you've done. Way to set back women 50 years. What even is wrong with you? Don't you know that men bad, women angels? Yeah, I know all that is about DV proves what you've said, but you cannot say that out loud. What's wrong with you? Men bad, women angels. Don't you know that 50 years ago women couldn't have credit cards? Sure, they were beating their husbands, but seriously, what do you think it's worse? Exactly, not having credit card. And yeah, in case you've missed it, more stupid trends are coming out of TikTok. First, it was 100 men versus a gorilla. Then it was 100 British men against 100 American men. And now 100 women decided to have a dick contest to see who's bigger.
I'm from Norway, and my American friend wanted to introduce me to her Italian friends, so I would have someone to speak European with.
Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.